at the source and then make it come from my MacBook Pro. There we go. And then save. Test, test, toast, 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 toast. There we go. So everyone on YouTube, you should now be able to hear me. Cool. I think my microphone just went out. I gotta fix that. Okay, cool. So basically, people in the community were struggling with one of three problems. One is finding their niche. Two is creating content. And three is creating one offer. And so I wanted to simplify and give everyone a step-by-step roadmap. And so that's what I use DeepSeek for. DeepSeek did a lot. I give it a whole prompt. I'm like, yo, I use voice to text. So I just like voice talked and just brain dumped. And then DeepSeek's like, got it. Let me create ultimate guide for students who are struggling with finding a niche, creating content, and selling a product. Let's break it down. And so that's where DeepSeek is like really powerful for like the reasoning model, so that you have one model that's super powerful for these complex tasks, bigger projects. And then I gave this inside the community, and I think I tagged mostly everyone that showed up today for your coaching call. And so here, that's where I was able to, again, that could have took 2 hours for me to try and create that. So it's this post right here: find your niche and validate your demand. This is a really good framework. Copy paste this whole framework, put it in Notion, and then start answering the questions, and then give it to ChatGPT, which will go into the next part, which is building custom GPTs, so that you basically have your own business coach, so that you can start working through what should my content be, what should my offer be, why am I not creating content, and so I really just want to simplify it. And it's like, if I could just also make it easy too, it's like, just post content on TikTok and Instagram. That's it. Like, all the other platforms could be put on hold. None of those platforms are going to be any more popular than TikTok and Instagram. And since that's where your audience is, just show up daily without AI content, so that you can get value from there. So that's where I'm using DeepSeek for bigger projects. Cider is just such a great little personal assistant, for example. What about Pinterest? I personally, I'll be frank, I don't have experience with Pinterest, because I've gotten all my sales from TikTok and Instagram, honestly. That's where you could try it out, and if you're not getting sales in 30 days, just dump it and go straight into TikTok and Instagram. Because what happens with Pinterest, it really comes down to video content, honestly. It's not so much Pinterest isn't the platform where I'll be posting on. Later on, of course, the more channels that you post content, the more you're going to get attention in. But what's going to make the decision for customers to choose you versus any of your competitors is your video content. And so that they're going to watch your video on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube Shorts, fundamentally. And then from there, like Henry today, we got his buyer's journey. Henry found me on TikTok, watched my short videos, never attended a live stream, went to my link in bio, went straight to got the email for the free guide and the free workshops. Then, because my free guide, this is also very important, in my lead magnet, I send them directly to YouTube. I show them my 4 best videos on YouTube for them to binge. So he went to YouTube, watched the videos on YouTube on his own, never attended a live stream, and then went straight and signed up for the annual plan for the community. That was his buyer's journey. And so that's where it's like, you want to meet where you want to meet where your audience is. And honestly, most of your audience is going to be on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube fundamentally, especially YouTube. But YouTube is like a 6-month, 1-year strategy, long term. But it has the biggest flex or conversion, because that's where, number 1, long form content lives. And then number 2, if you show up creating content that's valuable on YouTube and you got some followers on YouTube, that's a huge flex, because most businesses know growing on YouTube is the hardest to do out of all the platforms fundamentally. And so that's where you want to definitely create content on all of those platforms, so that you show up. And I gave Tyler the same strategy, whereas I call it the 3-and-1 strategy. Post 3 times a day, just do TikTok, don't do Instagram yet. 90 days, once you got the habit down with TikTok, then go into Instagram fundamentally. Once you're posting 3 times a day, or post 3 short form videos, 30 seconds basically, and then also go live once a day. Same, if you could go live once a day, every day, even better, because that's enough for the short form content to, because the algorithm fundamentally, it's very important because one of the members in the community was attracting the wrong crowd, both to her content and both for her from her live stream. And so it's what you put out is what you get back. So that's why my content is specifically AI tools or tips or AI content, and also entrepreneur content. This is content that's going to help an entrepreneur. I do not create content for 9 to 5ers. And so that's where it's like, if you're interested in AI, especially in business, and you're an entrepreneur, you're going to get fed my content from the short form algorithm. Then the algorithm has already tagged you as a user profile with probably within the first day that you're using TikTok. It knows everything about you already, your interest, what you like, because the algorithm is going to try and keep you on the platform for as long as possible. So it's in its best interest to find your interests and your goals and who you are as quickly as possible, so it could feed you quality content so you stay on the platform. That's really it. And so they're going to discover you from your short form content. That's then going to lead them into your going live. Now, the live stream is very important because the live stream is that's where you're going to deliver a ton of value. You're going to give away so much value, so much tips. Alfredo's laughing. You're giving out all the value so that customers see you as the trusted advisor that can help them with one specific problem, so that they can choose you when the time is right. When the time is right pretty much means 2 things have to happen. Number one, some event happens in their life where they're like, oh my God, I need a coach, or oh my God, I need to use AI in my business, or oh my God, I don't want to get replaced by AI. I need to learn AI seriously. So who can I go to actually teach me the skills on how to use AI in my business? And so that's where they're going to go in their brain and think, who has given me enough content or enough value? And they're like, oh, John. He's always talking about AI and AI for business. And so I'm going to go to him to help me with this problem, because I need to get this solved. I need to learn AI. I need to use it in my business. If I don't, I'm going to get replaced by someone who has AI skills. So your live streams, you're giving a ton of value. And then what you'll find is, especially when you do your live streams, you're going to slowly create your FAQ page, basically. This is, we'll call it the FAQ categories, that roughly everyone that comes to the live streams or has questions when it comes to AI, it's usually in one of these, was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's usually in one of these 9 categories, basically. And so over time, this is not something that's like done before. I just noticed that when 10 people ask this question, I go, oh, I should probably create a slide on it, so that like people are like, oh, what's the best Mac computer? I get this 10 times. So I'm like, oh, I should probably create a slide, so that when I get this question, I can show them, yes, option A, option B, here's how you can solve your problem. And so from there, that's how this whole slide deck has kind of evolved. We could go into tools from here, but the reason why I don't want to show the tools more or less is because, and I'll show you the best of the best tools, is because the next thing, when entrepreneurs come to the call, like today, our office hour session, the next problem is they're overwhelmed with all the different tools and new shiny tool of the week. One tool just made an update, so now I could do some new feature or something like that. So they got to like find out what it is and stuff. And that's where it's like, you want to keep it very simple for what you're doing. My fundamental process is basically create content, do coaching, and manage the community. That's it fundamentally. And so all my content or all my tools help me create content efficiently, service my both community through Circle, and then also do one-on-one coaching, which is mostly through Notion and Zoom. That's all. I keep my tools very simple so that they're reliable. And then every so often, I'll rarely add a new tool to my tech stack. For example, like it took forever, I was late to the game, was adding Fireflies as my digital note taker. Now, having AI as a digital note taker is actually really valuable because I could only type so fast, and I'm usually spending most of my focus with the client. And so there's details that get missed. And so now having Fireflies take notes for me as my, again, now we're getting into like AI employees, which is like wild. Um, because now Fireflies is taking notes in the background, where here, so this was our office hour session. And so here's going to give you a summary of the overview of the event. And then it's going to give like every 5 to 10 minutes breakdown what was discussed. 5 or 10 minute slots, what was discussed. 5 or 10 minute slots, what was discussed. And keep going with that. That's going to be very helpful to, especially for people. Now, yes, there's Fathom as well too. Fathom is, highly recommend also Fathom. There's on Fathom AI. Fathom, I believe, is free for as an AI note taker, so it's completely free. But personally, whenever I hear free, I know that I'm the product. So I know my information is being sold to some third party because that's how they're going to make their profit on the back end. At least through Fireflies, I feel a little bit less. I mean, they're still going to sell the data at the end of the day. And so, but I like the extra tools that he uses. Fundamentally, doesn't matter. You want to not also buy every single tool. I went through one coaching call, for example. Oh, sorry, DreamWork. I've been AI consultant for close to almost 8 months. Officially. So I've been a digital marketing consultant for about 5 years, and then had my own marketing agency. And then with AI, I completely pivoted within the last, I would say, 6 months, and went all in as an AI consultant. So now, for example, I have tomorrow is actually a big event. Tomorrow I have to get in a room with 100 real estate agents and give an AI for real estate agent presentation. So that's where I'm also honing these slides. And right after this, I got to work on the slide deck, which I'm very example. There's no license, there's no certification, there's no degree, there's no college degree, for example. Why? We actually had this debate inside of the office hour session today, where some members felt that they had imposter syndrome because they didn't have a license or degree to showcase. And when it comes into the entrepreneurship world, in the business world, clients do not care about certifications. They do not care about licenses. They do not care about college degrees. What they care about is, can you solve my specific problem? That's all. And so, like, if you guys were on with Tyler, Tyler didn't ask about my degree or certification or license in AI, but I was able to deliver so much value that he's like, oh, wow, you really know. You taught me a lot about ChatGPT. You taught me a lot about digital marketing. You dissected my entire business and gave me a step-by-step roadmap on how to turn it into there. So in the business world, everything comes down to your testimonials and your results at the end of the day. So how well can you solve that client specific pain point? And if you could do it over and over, like, I would not be able to do what I do if some clients were like, nah, you're making stuff up for AI. And like, nah, those aren't the best tools. Like, ChatGPT is better for this and stuff. I could go toe to toe with any AI consultant because I go deep into all of the tools, and I could literally dissect what is the best tools to help them, for example. Yes, I do create custom GPTs and stuff that we teach in the community, but it's not just creating custom GPTs. What are you going to create them for? And so you would actually create a custom GPT for two things as actually the biggest ROI. Number one is a business coach, and second is a life coach, so that this custom GPT knows everything about your business. I see you, DreamWorks. So basically, I have an AI community of about 59 members that are all entrepreneurs that are trying to build a business to $1 million, and they're learning how to use AI in their business to automate and do digital marketing and do content for that. So link in bio. But creating custom GPTs is probably the next good segue that you want to get into when it comes to AI. I highly recommend. That's where it comes to ChatGPT, especially on the paid plan. With the custom GPTs, this is an army of custom GPTs that I use throughout my business and also to sell to my clients. So to help them with specific challenges or problems, for example. So that's where creating a custom GPT, like, let's say this is actually a good one, a good use case right here. What do you do to make money? Consulting and training AI. So here is, we had a client come in. He owns a lawn care business, and his biggest challenge was he has to sit and do, basically, he has to create a, he has to do estimates for lawn care, and he has to sit there. It takes him an hour and a half to do the math. He overestimates some projects, he underestimates other projects. It takes him an hour and a half to get clients, to get a result from the client, or like to actually email them a quote. And so the client's already lost interest if he has to walk away, bust out a pen and paper, for example, and then do the quote. So this is a custom GPT that's specifically designed. So if you take underneath the hood, this is an app. It's basically an app. So the funny thing is, he was going to hire actually he already hired a app development business, and they charged him $10,000 to build an estimating tool for his lawn care business. And then from there, in about 2 minutes, we built this custom app using GPT. And he was like, I got a contract to cancel right after, because now he knows the power of ChatGPT. Really important. So here it knows all the details of like the material, labor, cost, on average. So now all he does is clicks a button, and this custom GPT, what once took an hour and a half to do an estimate for like a lawn care, or to do resurfacing of lawn with like sod and stuff like that. Now I'm just going to say yes to all these questions, and then it's going to say yes. Nope, that's all good. Yes. So now it's going to write out an entire estimation. I'm going to say this response. So that what took him an hour and a half, now using a custom GPT, now takes him less than 2 minutes. So now it's going to go through the whole process. It's going to give him the project size, the estimated breakdown, for example, all of that from there too. Really important. So that's where this is very powerful for him. That's where custom GPTs. So I just gave it to him for free because he already paid for one-on-one coaching with me. Good questions. Let's see. So questions in the chat. How can I generate real-time real estate leads? You need to create content. In order for you to get leads, you have to create content. Most real estate agents aren't creating that content. They're not even live streaming. So you have to show up online, again, TikTok and Instagram. That's where your audience is going to be there for them to discover who you are, for them to choose you as the choice because of the value. And you have to be, especially for real estate agents, you have to be very specific if you are helping people either buy or sell a home, because they're two completely different markets. So you can't do both. Hey, I'll help you buy and I'll help you sell. You want to be very niche specific so that people are looking to buy the home, you are the expert, or if people are looking to sell a home, they are the expert as well too. So that's where, when you want to create content, show up, post. I do the 3-to-1 strategy. Post 3 times a day, and then also go live once a day, and that's going to help you grow or get leads at the end of the day. So if you're not getting enough leads, you're not creating enough content and you're also probably posting them on the wrong platform. So that's where it's very important to create short form content, go live, and then have a lead magnet. Let me actually show you guys. If we get to 2,000 likes, I'll show you guys my proven business model map. So it's not even that far away. 2,000 likes, and I'll show you my exact business model that I use and my clients use to grow their business. Super, super easy. So that's going to be the main thing from there. So regardless of your business, you definitely want to create content, and then you want to also have a lead magnet on the back end, something to offer in value for your clients so that they could come into your world perfect, so that we can you can continue to nurture and give them value. So this right here, appreciate all the likes too, kind of wakes up the algorithm. So this is my proven business model. Can I combine digital marketing and HR consulting as a business? Nope. They're two completely different businesses. I'll actually tell you a really good example too before I get into that. Same thing with real estate agents. Actually, real estate agents want to do buy and want to do sell. Two completely different business models. Like, you have to pick one. The lawn care business guy had a website, and he also on his website was doing lawn care, and then he also had his wife's business that does cleaning. and he's wondered why he's never gotten sales from his website. And the reason why is because you're marketing two different niches. When people go to your website, they want to know that you are the expert. So if I'm looking for digital marketing and I go to your website, digital marketing, I need help with leads and sales. I need you to help me create content. I need you to help me with my lead acquisition. I need you to help me with paid ad campaigns. And I need you to help me with my lead magnet and offers and so forth. That's totally different in HR. HR, I need you not to help me with leads and sales. I need you to help me hire my dream rock star. They're called rock star employees. Rock star employees are very hard to find, very expensive, but also can be trained through a training and management program. So that's why you want to be very specific. If you're not getting enough sales, it's because you're trying to serve multiple markets. So that's why you want to be the expert in one niche, because if you add a different product or if you add a different service, you now have diluted your value to the market. And so customers don't know who you are and who do you serve and what problem do you solve. I'll give you one example so one example is, I love this example, which is the brain surgeon. If I have a tumor in my brain, I want to hire the best brain surgeon. That's all he does. He is day and night, he lives and breathes brain surgery because he's good at what he does. I don't want to hire the brain surgeon that part-times as a chef or part-times as a consultant or does something else or plays golf. I want the expert, and you want to be the expert in your niche, especially when it comes to any of the niches, real estate, digital marketing. Digital marketing is very broad. Same thing with AI. You want to be very specific. Digital marketing for who? Actually, I think Alfredo may be on the call. If Alfredo, you're on the call, say hi. Alfredo was an AI and automation agency. He was having a lot of trouble with his website trying to attract people. People weren't buying from his website. And if you looked on his website, he had, who do we serve? Roofers, plumbers, HVAC, home services, coaches, consultants, electricians, lawyers, doctors. He's pretty much had everyone that had a pulse in a business was listed on his page. So when people go to his page, they're confused. They don't see you as the trusted advisor, the expert to help them. So as soon as because he showed up and we roasted his business and his website, and I just asked him to make one change. I said, on your website, just put roofers. If you that's the most profitable and that's the one that you work the most with, go roofers. And the whole page is just AI and automation for roofers. When he did that change, he started getting more leads, and he's landing two really good expensive contracts. One contract is $5,000 to build an AI chatbot for roofers, and then he has another one that's coming in about the same contract value. Now roofers see him as the trusted advisor for only roofers, so that when they go to his page, they say, for AI and automation for roofers. They're like, oh my God, that's for me. That's what I'm starting. Yes, you understand my pain points. So that's why a lot of people, when they're struggling with marketing and sales, it's actually your communication to the market that you're saying, oh, I do this and do this. I do digital marketing. I do HR. And then we also do, what do you do? And what do you do really good at? So if you have everything in marketing is like the irresistible 3. Who is that one ideal client? What is that one specific problem that you solve? And what is the one specific solution that you help them solve it with? There's actually a bonus one, which is what's that one specific channel that they're most likely hanging out, which is usually TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube. So those are the main different things of why, if you're struggling with leads and sales, this is going to be your business model once you niche down. You have to niche down. Because now, when you create your content, if you guys are enjoying this, hit that like button. Now you're going to basically get your attention from one of these social media platforms. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, there's also Meetup, and then you have your live streams, which is on TikTok as well too. So all your attention and only offer that you're driving them to is a lead magnet page. That's all. This is the only link in bio. Most of everyone that's struggling to get leads and sales, if you have a website, this is why you're not getting leads and sales. Is because you're not offering anything of value in exchange for their email. The email does one thing and one thing only. A lot of people make the mistake of, from their email list, pitching offers and saying buy now, I'm having a special, 5 seats left, buy 50% off for the next 3 days. That's the worst thing that you could do from your email marketing. You will actually burn your email marketing list. So all the email marketing does is, one, they raise their hand, they said they're interested, maybe not today, but within the next 6 or 12 months they're interested. They just need to be, it's like dating, they just need to spend more time with you. And so here, these are, let's call them the 3 columns of value. You have your content, you have your live streams, you usually have a webinar or a lead magnet or long form video here, more value. And then here is also, these are what's called conversion events. Conversion events are what takes leads on your email list and converts them into sales systematically. This is very important. So if you're not getting leads right here, it's because you don't have a lead magnet. You're sending people straight to a buy now page without offering something of value. Then second, if you're not getting sales, it's because you don't have a conversion event that's happening every single week. So for me, I have my live streams, and then later on, I'm going to be adding a once a month 5-day challenge to show entrepreneurs how to use ChatGPT to grow their business, and just ChatGPT alone. That's a 5-day challenge. These are very lucrative and powerful. It's actually mostly the 5-day challenge. The 5-day challenge is a very powerful machine and marketing strategy to help you turn leads into sales on autopilot without you having to lift a finger, more or less. So this is the entire business model where people need to be creating content, use the 3-in-1 rule, meaning post 3 times a day. I got my reps in. I got my 6 posts, short form content today on TikTok, YouTube, and LinkedIn done. And then I'm on my second live stream. Technically, I'm on my 3rd live stream for today. So I got one more tonight. So I'll be hitting that as well too. So that's why if you're not getting enough leads, you're not showing up as often in the market through either enough short form content to discover you or live stream content. Like, shout out to Erica, Coach E. You want to talk about hustler and also business entrepreneur that's like all in on growing her business and focus. She invests in mentors. She invests in her education. Coach E, Erica, is amazing and an inspiration that I highly recommend you follow her, because when you go to her lives, you're going to learn a ton of value. And very smart enough, she's also selling ChatGPT solutions to entrepreneurs. She is so good at what she does that if you're looking to do a side hustle or turn ChatGPT into an ATM, you're going to go to Coach E's page. She is the expert at that. And how you're going to discover her is because of the algorithm is going to feed you her lives. She does a lot of live streams. Like, it motivates me. I'm like, I see Coach E on, I'm like, oh man, what am I doing sitting here scrolling? I got to get on and start live streaming. But at the end of the day, that's the game. Because here's the game, if you look at it from a 10,000 foot view. This is your competition. This is in Santa Monica, Southern California. This is a studio. There's 10, 20, and then there's another room of 30, 40. There are 40 booths in this warehouse where everyone is live streaming. Everyone has a little bay that's about 6 feet by 9 feet, give or take. And it's a 2-person operation. One person is live streaming to the camera right there, and the other person is answering questions, fulfilling orders, and then also putting up and removing flash sales. This is the future of business right here, right here. We're catching up to China. This has been China's business model for the last 5 years. So if you're not getting sales for your business, it's because you're honestly not creating enough content and you're not live streaming enough. This is actually so dope. I actually have a video now to show you guys the warehouse. Like, this is dope. Watch this.
I'm at Outlandish, a live stream studio in Santa Monica, California, where I got Maylee's Dude Wipes, we got Lula Bites, O Positive, and many other live stream sets.
That's a
we
warehouse.
Have Sabrina.
Hey,
And we have Bloom, Sweet Sweat, Neurogum with Darby. We got Boom Boom Nasal Stick, Hair Diagram. We have the Barbie Unbrush event in here. We have Crocs Live. We have Goalie, and we have Instabomb and FHA Heat Unbrushes.
There are 40 different brands and businesses that are all doing one thing, live streaming. They are all live streaming to sell. It's like QVC, for example. It's actually really cool. I should probably do they're close to me, so I could do a tour. And then hang out because it's very interesting. They actually encourage people to come in and like shop while you're actually watching the live streamers. So it's so interesting. Technically, what they are, they're a TikTok marketing agency for brands. So brands come to them where they have products, and the agency has live streamers that are trained. And then from the live streamers, they will, whatever, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, they will live stream their product to sell better than any other. Because also notice how they're selling. Are they selling through ads, Facebook ads and Instagram ads? No, they're selling on lives through live influencers. That's the game. So if I could stress anything for how the business model for the future is changing, is that the game is live streams. The game is, can you show up and deliver so much value to your ideal clients so that they see you as the trusted advisor or to help them with the solution? It's basically, that's almost like QVC 24/7, basically. That's where the sales are. So a lot of people didn't even make it past the content game where they're like, oh, TikTok is, oh, it's just an app where kids dance. Oh no, there's executives that are hanging out on this app for where your ideal clients are. Like, so TikTok is very universal. It's also very global too. Then sub to that is also Instagram. You have to show up with short form content. You have to master the content game, whether you like it or not. A lot of businesses don't even want to show their face. But for the businesses where the business owner said, I don't want to show my face, that single decision just killed and ruined your business. So that's why you need to show up and build a personal brand to help your ideal clients with some problem, for example. Nalia says, how to work with them to sell my products. They're called, I don't know the specific, I could get the name of their specific place, but they're very expensive. I wouldn't even spend the money to, because they only work with large, very, very large brands. It's actually cheaper and easier for you to either take someone in your team and have them do live stream content, or you do it if you're a small business as well too. So that's where I wouldn't like partner, like keep the equity and keep also the personal brand, because the person that's on camera is going to be doing all the trust and value building, for example. So that's where you want to show up live streams. You want to, I call it the 3-in-1 rule. Post 3 times a day, every day. Don't miss a day for 100 days. I know even that shocks a lot. 100 days? I was like, do you want, what's worse, being broke? Like, being broke is way worse, but you have to create content. I'm facing some challenges with getting leads. That's because you're not creating content. You're not online for your audience to discover you from short form valuable content. And most people, let's be honest, if you're stuck with under the 500 view jail, that's technically not really a thing. What happens is basically that you're actually, TikTok gave you 200 free tries to prove yourself and your content and value, and the market said, not interested, pass. So that's why it's very important for you to work on your short form content and your hooks so that you could deliver value, get attention, and then funnel that attention to either your long form videos, which is on YouTube, or on your live streams where you're going to build rapport, answer questions and stuff like that, for example. So this is the game. This is how you get attention to get leads, and then from the leads you're using this funnel strategy right here to basically beep up boo. I want to get into like ChatGPT stuff, which is kind of cool. This right here is just a simplified version of how you're going to get attention and leads, or attention. You're going to turn this attention into leads with the lead magnet, and then you're going to turn those leads into sales using some conversion event, live streams or 5-day challenges. Does anyone want to get their business roasted? I just want to throw that out there. That would be kind of fun. So just say yes if you want to get your business roasted. We'll take a look at your website, your funnel, your marketing, and show you exactly why you're not getting leads and sales continuously. So the next thing here is probably, let's talk about AI and how you need to be using JWA. Okay, let's do JWA Consulting. I feel like roasting some business. Oh, nice. We got some audio. Okay, let's spend the next moment roasting 3 businesses. We're going to start with JWA Consulting, who does digital marketing. JWA, can I find your stuff on that specific TikTok account? Or do I go to a website, and if I go to a website, add that website, but don't add the .com? So I'm going to just start to get ahead to see if maybe we can find you from here. This is good in the sense that at the end of the day, roasting businesses, it's a fun show in the sense that I just want to show you where where's the disconnect of why you're not getting leads and sales, and also show you the next thing, which is success leaves clues, in the sense that I'll show you existing ones that are doing really, really well. So one, I just want to say I'm appreciative for JWA Consulting for volunteering. Great. I see that's a website. Is that the website? Yeah, that's the website. Cool. So let me just get a feel for a moment. Okay, 2,000 followers. Today's best business training. Got you. Why? Mentorship. That info video. Gotcha. Got lead and social. Okay, cool. So already, especially with digital marketing, you're trying to do a lot. Think of it like, are you digital marketing? Are you HR? Are you business coach? Are you a mentor? Those are 1, 2, 3, 4 different businesses completely, because each one of these people, digital marketers have a different big problem than HR. The people in HR have a different problem than people that need coaching and consulting. So you want to be very specific about what is the one transformation. I'm going to give you the hero statement. The hero statement line says, I help X, or this ideal client, with this specific problem in Y time. For example, let's take digital marketing. I have some really good examples for digital marketing. I help you get 30 qualified leads in 30 days for real estate agents. That's very specific, for example, that you want to be very, like, what is the dream outcome when they hire you for digital marketing? Are you going to do funnels? Are you going to do ads? Are you going to help them with their social media? I know there's a lot of things. Are you going to teach them Go High Level, which is a whole nother side? So there's lots of subcategories, and then also for who. Is it for roofers, for lawyers, for doctors, for coaches, for consultants? Like the small business niches are very broad, so they want to know that you are the marketing agency for this specific niche. I'm going to show you an example of why niches are so important. I'm going to just give you a case study, because success leaves clues. That should be a quote everyone should put in the chat. Success leaves clues. I'm going to tell you a story about Chris Marketing. Chris Marketing, this is a marketing firm only for attorneys and lawyers. And I'll tell you the story of the guy, Chris, who started this. Chris was a video marketer Chris was, AMJ, I'll definitely get to yours next. Chris Marketer was a marketing agency for doctors, for lawyers, for dentists, for chiropractors, but he never really made substantial money, or his business never grew, or year after year. It just kept staying stagnant. Each project was different. Every client kind of came and then left. He had nothing to upsell them. So he hired a very expensive business coach, and he said, look at my business and what am I missing? And the business coach said, you're not niche specific. Who do you serve? Yes, you do digital marketing, but for who? And so he did, out of all his clients, dentists, lawyers, chiropractors, and doctors, he said, lawyers seem to pay me the most, and I have a good track record with delivering via sales and marketing funnels for them. I'm going to niche down and just do attorneys. So then he's able to market himself and brand his business to the next level, where he now wrote the go-to book on Amazon. It is the #1 seller as digital marketing for attorneys. He is the expert that if you're an attorney and you're in the US, you're going to hire Chris Video, because there's no second best. Then, after he wrote a book, he took it to the next level. He created a summit. This was like huge in 2018. This is next the #1 in the world. You can think of like ClickFunnels too. It's the #1 growth firm. Growth just means marketing. He's not a marketer. He's branded himself as a growth expert. And this is a conference where the best of the best attorneys all get together. And he's been doing this since 2018, where basically over 7, look at how many summits that he's done. And then look at these heavy hitters. By the way, that's Chris right there. That's him. Oh, look at all these heavy hitters. I'm sure you recognize some of these faces. They must be very recognizable. Why? Not because he's doing digital marketing for attorneys one day and then HR the next day and then coaching and consulting the next day. It's like, no, he is the number one expert. So if you're an attorney and you want marketing and you want to grow, you're going to think Chris Video. So that's why it's very, very important. So when you brand yourself, who do you serve? I help, let's just pick attorneys. I help attorneys grow either on social media or pretty much get 30 leads in 30 days, something like that. You need to be very niche specific, for example, of who do you serve. And then the next part, now business training. Well, that's not digital marketing. There's a disconnect. I'm looking for digital marketing, but now you're offering business training. So what do you help? Do you help me with technology? Do you help me with IT? Do you help me set up my funnel? You want to be very specific. And I'm going to show you a perfect digital marketing webinar funnel. It was actually one of my old competitors. This is a beautiful funnel for a lead magnet. So your webinar is basically going to be something like this. See if I can tilt it up. There we go. How to get 10, 30 or more predictable sales appointments each month, and you don't have to cold call, you don't have to network, and you don't have to rely on referrals. What are we going to learn? We're going to learn how to stop getting low quality leads and get leads chasing you. You're going to learn how to get 5 to 30 appointments each month without spending a money on ads. Ooh, that sounds interesting. And you're going to get the exact 5-step strategy to get predictable appointments each month. Notice how they're basically digital marketing, but they're talking about the ROI. They're talking about what's in it for them. If you hire us, we're going to get you predictable 30 appointments each month, and you don't have to cold call, don't have to do network, or you don't have to do any of those stuff. So that's where this is a really A+ webinar lead magnet, for example. So for JWA, I would copy that exact funnel, and then you would put it here for your funnel, because they need some incentive to join your webinar, your masterclass, where you're going to show them how you've helped small businesses, attorneys, lawyers, doctors, coaches, consultants, how you've helped them get more leads, get more sales. At the end of the day, for digital marketing, everything comes down to how many booked appointments, how many leads, and how many sales can you help them close fundamentally. That's where, and then I wouldn't worry about social media marketing. I wouldn't promote social media marketing because it's a whole different game. But doing lead acquisition, that's basically a big thing that you want to help them with. Is I helped this client, and how many did you help them with? Did you help them get 10, 30, more, or 40 leads every month? You want to quantify so that people that look exactly like her or have her type of business can join and be like, oh my God, I have a business that's like that too. You got them 40 leads in 30 days. Can you do that for my business? That's basically what they want. And then lastly, when it comes to content, for content, you want to put out digital marketing content. Actually, I'm going to show you who's when I think TikTok and digital marketing, I'm going to show you exactly who I think of. This one guy, I'm going to find him. He's going to stand out because he has a wild looking beard. This dude right here, Beardpreneur. He's a digital marketer. He does live streams. Specifically, he helps e-commerce brands. He will help you scale 6-figure businesses without BS ads printing, with no BS ads printing. 4 spots available in March. Oh, he's very, very high ticket. Oh, look, and he's live. Always doing live streams. Success leaves clues. So you should be doing, oh, I missed it. His live streams are really fun. Like he gives a ton, and then look at his content. 310 increase in sales with Google Ads. Created ad campaigns with scale. How to 2x your leads and cut your ad cost. So this, for JWA, you want to, number one, you want to find your top 10 digital marketing competitors on TikTok. You do want competition because success leaves clues, and they're doing something that you're not doing. So you can copy what they're doing, and if you sort by popular videos, this is why his videos are getting 500,000, 300,000 views. Oh, look, how to steal your competitors' foot traffic. Oh, look, again, how to steal your competitors' foot traffic. TikTok doesn't really care if you repurpose and use the same videos over and over, same topic. Again, it's the same topic, but just said again in a different way. TikTok doesn't ding you, but TikTok knows that if it shows audience members that videos, it's going to go relatively not viral or get a lot of views. So he doubles down and says, oh, that should be a series. I should do more of that. And so here you can see all the content that he's, and look how low, bare bones. He's just sitting on his couch, just kind of hanging out. But this is where the value is. People don't care about production. They don't care about studio and mics. They only care, can you deliver the results? Can you help them with this video tip that's so valuable that 300,000 people said, oh, wow, this is interesting. And he specializes in Google Ads and showing people how to steal your competitors' traffic. So that's where to go from where you are. I highly recommend for JWA, study your competition. You need to go live. You need to then add more captions for your videos so that you can see where your videos are and compared to what his videos are, because success leaves clues. Sisu just hopped in here and she's like, dang, you already helped figure out why am I stuck in the 200 view jail. The 200 view jail is just because your hooks were not, please excuse the frankness, your hooks weren't interesting. People just kept scrolling. So that's where, say for example, my hooks, oh, I got some really good hooks. This is actually more topic, the topic of AI video. This video, I have 500,000 views of this video on my Instagram. Oh, did it spark a firestorm of content, but it's the hook. So then I'll play this hook and then we'll move on to roasting someone else. In one single week, all graphic designers and illustrators just lost their job to AI. In one single week, all AI and in a single week, all graphic illustrators just lost their job to AI. Oh, that's a hook. That got a lot of people in the comments going, what you mean, lost my job? What do you mean? No, ChatGPT is not going to take away my job. Oh, man, did that cause a firestorm? That got me a ton of free traffic. And so that's where it's all about your hooks. It's all about how your hooks are the first 2 seconds. And I'm going to give you guys, if we get to 3,000 likes, I'm going to give you the top 3 hooks to create any type of content. The top 3 phrases to say so that every video becomes, or basically every video gets watched. So once we get to 3,000 likes, we'll go to that. And so JWA, that's what I would do is I would, 1, post more content. 2, study your competition. 3, study those that funnel, and then you want to be very niche down. Who do you help? Do you help coaches, consultants, lawyers, doctors, what type of small business, bakers, e-commerce? There's a whole gamut. And then what do you help them with? That guy helps just e-commerce brands and just with Google Ads. That's all he does. Do you help him with funnels? Do you help him with Facebook ads, Instagram ads, creating content, SEO? Pick one thing. So that guy is the e-commerce Google ad expert. So if you want ads and you want e-commerce and you want your e-commerce brand to go to 6 figures, you're going to choose him. And then he's live streaming. He live streams every single day. So again, remember the 3 and 1 rule. Post 3 times a day and then go live once, and that's going to help. So, and then dump all the HR stuff, dump all the mentorship and coaching, dump the social media stuff. Just focus on who that specific niche is, and then second, what do you do in digital marketing to help them? Super awesome. Thank you for participating. At the end of the day, I want all your businesses to become successful at the end of the day. All right, let's roast one more business. I think is it Nalia? Are you still on the call? Nalia, your table of 2 for Nalia. See if you're still in NAILA, if you're still in the chat. If not, we will go to, I'm going to call you AMJ. AMJ, are you still in the chat? We will roast your business next. AMJ, I'm an artist, a singer, and performer. I have my real estate agency as an entrepreneur. Okay, AMJ, let's roast your business next. So we're going to go to your TikTok. Nice. And then we're going to help you get more leads and sales at the end of the day. The fundamentals are the same. You'll notice the same principles work regardless. So AMJ, SHAKR. Okay. So you just said you have 3 job titles. from here. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, 200 video. Oh, I know just the person to show you actually too. I know just the person. Okay, but before I do, you mentioned artist, singer, performer, and real estate agent. Which is it? Pick one, and it can only be one. Are you a musician? If you're a musician, I could show you an exact match there. Or if you do real estate, I could show you real estate. But looks like you're most likely a musician, I would say. Let me know, because right now that's why you're not getting leads. It's because for my real estate, oh well, that's a big disconnect. Okay, so number one, if you do real estate, and then did you put your website in the chat? Because it's definitely, let's see. Oh, I see your website now. Okay, let's check out your real estate. GLBEX Realty DXB. That is very interesting. Okay, cool. Globex Real Estate, showcasing incredible properties. We make finding your home next a breeze. Welcome to do. Awesome. Building real estate vision for Dubai. Oh, Dubai. Nice. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Our company mission exceeds you're there. Nice, nice, nice. Right place. Right place. Services need you. Why should, okay, so you invest in Dubai. You know how you guys know who I think of for Dubai real estate. This is going to be awesome. Nice. Okay, so let's roast. So AMJ, awesome. We're going to roast your real estate business and show you. Do you have social media? I see Instagram. I'm not going to go to Facebook. That's not going to get to anywhere. Facebook has so little views. Nice, nice, but no value. No value. No value, no value. Okay, so I'm going to show you, and I know exactly who to choose too. Let's see. Yeah, one, TikTok works, or I'm sorry, Instagram works, but with Instagram, you got to do video. Everything is going to be, yeah, how your reels are doing. Nope, not a reel. Even just look at the views. Okay, we're going to show you Dubai real estate, and we're going to go straight to TikTok for this. Nice. Okay, so Dubai real estate. So this goes for everyone on the call. If you're not getting real estate, or I'm sorry, if you're not getting leads and sales, you need to study your competition. And so on a third grade level, what are you going to type into TikTok search? Because there's really only two search engines in the world. There's YouTube and there's TikTok. Notice I didn't mention Google. So those are the two places where you need to show up. So if I type Dubai real estate, I'm going to look for videos that are more than 10,000 views. That's basically what I'm going to look at. So I'm going to click on each of these guys. I'm going to do him. I'm going to do a school, not that one. There's a lady that's like, I'm not going to lie, she's like super gangster. Like maybe her. Oh, her. I think it's her. Yeah, because I remember she has tattoos. That's what I remember. I think that's her. And then, oh yeah, I'll show you In Control too, because that's actually a fun one. Okay, cool. So this is a Xenia. If you already know Megan, you know who I'm talking about. I'm curious. It's like Zeina. I think I could probably put Dubai to get her, or close. No, she's like a, if I'm not mistaken, she's alright. I'll show you. I think it's this. I'll show you In Control. I think it's this one, like her. Let me check out her content. Because I know, because she has tattoos. Yeah, it's her. Okay. When I think, did I miss it? She has a blue check. Oh, okay. Let's see. Hold on. Because we may be thinking about the same. Users. Zeina. Your favorite, Dubai real estate. Okay, cool. Is it her? No, because she doesn't have tattoos. Because that was the giveaway. I was like, yo, she's in Dubai. She's dropping some great content. And then the tattoos, like they were slipping through one of her shirts. And I was like, yo, you've got a backstory. That's what caught my eye. That's why I like memory and branding. She's probably a good like a Dubai real estate. We'll use her as well too. Because also Megan, when you thought of Dubai real estate, you thought of her. So that's why her branding and marketing is working. So let's take these two as examples. Oh, this is awesome. Okay. And then I'm going to show you In Control, which is amazing too. Okay. So this young lady, Farab, I'm not going to pronounce that. Horrible. Pronounce the names. She's the CEO and founder of Elite Real Estate, sold to celebrities. Her content is amazing. Why is everyone investing in Dubai and you're still not? How many units? So this is, excuse me, what time is it? I think it's also a real estate investing one. She deals with a lot of ones. Excuse me, I didn't catch your accent. Oh, I'm from Dubai. POV, you bumped into the wrong girl. Oh yeah, the diversity one. Can you dress like this? I think it was this video too, because the tattoos came out and I was like, wait, you're in Dubai and you're doing real estate? And I was fascinated. I was so hooked. So what do you get in Dubai for $65 million or $6 million or something like that? 2 million views. So plus she has a Netflix show. Yo, gangster. That's when you know you made it with your brand, is that you're now doing a host show on Netflix. You could do the same thing on TikTok fundamentally, and also YouTube, just create your own show. This is awesome. Okay, so back to AMJ. So number one, when you go to your website, you need to be on TikTok and Instagram are the main two. And then if we look at your content, notice how your content is getting 900, 400, 300 views, 800 views. And then you're going to compare yourself to real estate ones. Like I like her because example, 2.7 million views, and it's not because of her. It's because of the topic that she's covering. For example, Tracy Tudor is another good example, but she's not in Dubai. Oh, good to know. Nice. Yeah. I'm Josie. We're actually roasting people's business models in a good way. We're helping business owners show them what success looks like so that they could get more leads and sales, for example. So welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. So basically, we're just comparing, just when it comes to social media, if you always want to know what does good social media content look like and why your content may not be doing good views, it's actually the hook and the content. CRE is like, you're the man. No, at the end of the day, please believe me, I truly want all your businesses to be successful, to make FU money at the end of the day. So this is the framework works across any business. All I did was type in Dubai real estate agent. We found her, and then you see her. The great thing about TikTok is that you can sort by popular. And then from here, we can see it's not specifically her, it's the content, it's the topics that she's covering. So you could clone the exact same thing and talk about the same topic that she's talking about and try and do it in the same style. Notice that she's just outside and she's just talking about this topic. So you would copy something like that. This is probably another great one right here. What can you get in Dubai for $6 million? I hope that's 6 mil. And then she takes you on a house tour. That got 2.3 million views. She's like, can I go next? Hell yeah, you could go next. Hell yeah. I really wanted to roast some websites today. So all we're doing here is now we're looking at just two things. One, we're looking at content, so study your competition. I highly recommend for everyone to follow your top 20 competitors in your space. And I'll show you like my profile, for example. My profile is all I do is follow all these 41 people. 90% of the people I'm following are all in the AI space. 10% of the people are basically just in different niches or basically people in my community. And so follow your competition, which is very important. Then you're going to know then you know what tips, what content to create. Now lastly, we're going to take a look at your website. Great. If we look at her funnel, let's take her for example right here. Perfect. Let me just slide this over. Nice. Okay. What's her funnel? Where does she take you? We're going to go here. It's probably a link tree I'm filling. Nope. Nice. Here we go. Is that a video sales letter? It feels like a video sales letter. Yep. It's a VSL. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. 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 Luxury, nice. About us, nice. Okay, so now we're comparing websites. The question is, why is your website not converting leads, and what you can be doing different? The main takeaway is that success leaves clues. So when we click on her website, you have to understand the idea is because they've done A/B testing. They've tried different websites, different funnels, and that's where you can model what works. And so if you look right here, this is a little play button. We'll put Pro+ play. The first thing that you come to the page is a video sales letter. Video is the number one. I'm going to show you another marketing funnel real quick too before we actually let's play that video, and I'll show you another one. So if we could play.
Hi everyone, welcome to my real estate website. I'm Fabrizia Franceschetti, the owner of Fabri Elite. I have a strong, diverse, qualified team who can help you and guide you to purchase your dream home. And remember, don't wait and buy, but buy and wait.
Damn, nice. She knows
Hi everyone.
she knows they're buying for an investment property. So number one, she showed up on camera. You saw her face on. This is why personal branding is so powerful. And so the only difference for you, AMJ, is basically see your video. You would just model what she does. You would have a nice video right here that showcases you and your team, where you would be on camera, and you would talk to them, saying, "Hey, I could help you find your dream home in Dubai. I have an amazing team." And we will show you both luxury or basically you just want to link them to your website from there. Now, I want to show you guys something very special. This is very special because this is awesome that you're a Dubai real estate agent, because I want to show you in control. Everyone, if you guys are enjoying this, just hit that like button a couple times. Put a number 1 in the chat if you're an entrepreneur looking to grow your business. That just kind of wakes up the algorithm, and then we'll roast another business right after this. In Control is the best digital marketing agency in Dubai. They sell it's almost like a $10,000 to $15,000 marketing package where they set up both an AI voice agent that clones the voice of the agent. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like too. Second, they do Facebook and Instagram ads. They also do branding where they'll actually have a real like a Dubai, I don't want to call them a Dubai star, but a Dubai influencer, more or less, do ads, which is very expensive. And then third, they set them all up with Go High Level and automation. That's a 3-form package so that they're able to just do this.
Steve.
Okay, for context, this is an AI voice agent that's calling all her leads that have opted in. Of course, they've opted in, disclosed that they consent to be robocalled. They have, and so this is her voice cloned as the AI is calling the lead to qualify the lead, and if the lead is qualified, book the appointment. This is true AI automation and what I would consider AI marketing, especially for real estate agents.
Hello? Who is this?
Hello, Steve. This is Rania from Boulevard Properties. Am I catching you at a good time?
Look at that reaction. Look at that reaction.
I'm calling from Boulevard Properties here in Dubai. I just received your details from our marketing team, and
Look
I see
at her
you recently
face.
clicked on our ad regarding Dubai real estate investment. I'm reaching out to verify
Look at this
the
face.
details you submitted. Would that be all right? Great. I just want to confirm a few details. You mentioned you're looking for a 4-bedroom apartment. Is that still the case?
Yeah, that's
Perfect.
true.
Perfect. And are you also looking for an off-plan
Yeah,
property?
amazing.
No worries at all. The call can easily be done via Zoom, so you can join from wherever you are. Just let me know a time that works for you, and I'll arrange it for you. What do you think?
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Okay, can we do tomorrow afternoon?
Absolutely. How about 2 p.m. tomorrow? Does that work for you?
Yeah, perfect.
Click down below if you want to build your own AI and scale your business with advanced technology.
They are gangster at marketing. They are, wow. Like, you want to talk about AI and digital marketing, especially for real estate agents and only in Dubai. They are the experts that you're going to go to if you're a real estate agent in Dubai to hire them. So AMJ, you might want to hire them. They'll do ads, all of that. For example, do you show how to do this in the course? Not yet, but in the April course, yes. So eventually we do, because right now we'll teach you how to do the funnels. We also, actually, if you guys want, if we get to if we get to 5,000 likes, we'll talk to my AI voice receptionist. That's a receptionist for a real estate agency that we're going to call and see if they have any properties in her listing so that she's going to qualify, find the right property, and book an appointment all through voice. I have that demo built. So if you guys are interested, hit that to 5K likes, and then let's roast one more business. Megan says, how do you build those voice bots? Actually, I'll show you the tool if we get the 5K. It's Vapi, V-A-P-I is the voice agent. And then Vapi with Make.com connects to Go High Level to do the calendar booking and to update the CRM. Keen is like, thank you. Keen, shout out to Keen. Keen knows what's up. AMJ says, I would love for us to collaborate in real estate. Actually, if you could join the community, that's the only way to get into my world is joining the community. From there, because right tomorrow I have to give a real estate agent presentation to over 100 real estate agents, and it's going to be a weekly event. So I have a whole presentation for AI just for real estate agents, for example. Megan, so that is called VAPI, and once we get to 5,000 likes, I will do a demo of that tool. So I don't gatekeep. If you guys ask questions, I will tell you the best tools. So they're using VAPI AI to set it up. It pretty much only cost almost like 14 cents a minute, give or take, Vapi. AMJ says, best regards to the roast. Awesome. I'm wishing you lots of success, not only in your real estate business, AMJ, but also in your music and entertaining and all the other ventures that you're doing. I wish you nothing but success, my brother. I'm here just to help you and serve each and every one of you. Okay, well, we get closer to 5K likes, and then we can do that. We'll end on the Vapi demo, where we'll talk to an AI real estate agent and ask what properties they have available, and the agent will find the right property. We have time for one more, and I think, let's see if she's still on the call. It's kind of funny. I'm Josie Bed, I think it is. If you're still on the call, say yes. She says, like, I'm Josie Bed. Your table of 4 is ready. Prime VIP, front row, overlooking the boardwalk. And our finest hors d'oeuvres and wines. I should just like have a little like wait. She's like, all right, cool. Let's roast another business we're going to do for, I hope I'm pronouncing this right. I'm Josie Bed. And so basically, if I'm going to go to your profile, if not, I could check out your website. If you can't, Megan's on it. Megan is like, yo, take advantage of this. Get on this. Like, I love roasting websites. It's such a great show. I think everyone's learning how to create content, how to spy on their competitors so that they can find their what success looks like, and then you can copy them next. Okay, cool. And then if we have time, we may do one more. So. Okay, so I'm gonna find you probably through TikTok. If you're commenting and TikTok's not letting you comment, it's because you're adding probably the .com. So I think I could get you from here from branding. My name is Josh Bed. Please forgive me. I'm like super bad with names. Please forgive me. Ooh, Instagram. I like that. Okay, so let's go Instagram. Welcome to the AI family too. Welcome to the show. Hope you're having a wonderful night, and everyone, Tuesday. We're learning how to make money at the end of the day. Megan says, built with a good website to get your competitors' tech stack. Actually, I'll show you a really cool tool to find out what your competitors are using. Oh, I don't want to log into Instagram. Okay, wait. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go the long way. So, Instagram. BRAZEN Okay, cool. We'll go this way. Perfect, because I'm like, I don't want to log in as much as it wants me to. Nice. Okay, cool. Because I just want at least your website. And you got brand audit. Nice. Okay, cool. So I got the website, and is this part of your brand too, or just a personal page? I build bold brands using strategic marketing. I like that. Bold brands. That's dope. All right, cool. Let me just get a feel for a moment. I'm commenting about TikTok one. Yeah, don't worry. If you're commenting, it's because it's like has like a .com or something like that. Like TikTok just won't allow you to put like websites or that type of stuff. But you could comment regular stuff, and we could definitely help out. So awesome. So our next business to roast. And shout out to English with Monica. She's like, Jonathan, you rock. Has a great live tonight. You were totally right. Oh, you had a great live tonight. Let's go. Let's go. English with Monica is one of my students inside my AI community. And again, I teach everyone the same principles of how to go live, how to create content. These principles work. And at the end of the day, that's the best thing I could do is just share them all, give them away so that you can all use them to get ahead right now, because you're blessing me with your attention. The most thing I could do is just deliver value while you share your attention with me. Okay, let's back to the roast. Congratulations, Monica. I'm so proud. We're gonna dive deep. Okay, brazen brands, say goodbye to analysis paralysis. We equip visionaries with strategic frameworks to build bold brands. We have the vision, get a roadmap, build a magnetic offer. Oh, we can talk about offers. Messaging that converts. Nice. How we build brands for enterprises and for that. Okay, how we do it. Nice. You got some, our emerging. So for emerging, okay, so these are your, oh, nice. You put your packages on your website. Very interesting. Very good. 997 gets you, what is this bill? Okay, shout out for, this is for Megan. This is a Rapalizer Chrome extension for all my digital marketers. If you ever want to know what technology a website is built on, this is a free Chrome extension. It's a funny name, Wapalizer, but it puts a Chrome extension on your browser. So if I click on it, I can see that she's built this website with Squarespace and then also using Calendly on the back end. Oh, you know what's up, Megan. Megan, we have a lot in common. This is awesome. So that's why, because I'm always curious, like, what technology you're using. Oh, super pro tip, especially for please forgive me if I'm pronouncing this right, for Joshbed. I'm gonna call you Jay. Let's do the J. For Jay, Calendly, you want to replace Calendly with TidyCal. It's just a little thing, but trust me. Actually, let's do this. TidyCal.com. So TidyCal, instead of Calendly, because Calendly is like super expensive, $29 a month, and like, TidyCal is a one-time price of $39. Does everything Calendly does. Plus, you could create unlimited calendars. You can charge, like, link it to your Stripe, for example, and then it's just going to save you some money. It's like way better to use. So that's just a little cool tip right there. Okay, cool. So interesting that you're doing these packages. Okay, cool. Proven frameworks, proven this. Okay, I know where to get you then from. I know what you're missing. So book a consultation, and apply with and 15 try. Oh yeah, the calendar. Just for a lot of people, people aren't going to book on the calendar. Surprisingly enough, it's actually a demographic challenge. Please forgive me, and I'm saying this with like the nicest of it. People over 40 don't know how to use Calendly. They prefer a phone number or a form, and especially people under 40, they rather fill out a form. It's a real interesting thing that if you put a Calendly form or a Calendly link here to book on the calendar, you'll actually reduce your conversions by almost 40%. So you want to replace whatever your calendar here's with a form, name, phone number, and email. And then on the thank you page is where you put this. It's just a little thing with marketing that I've run ads and I was like, oh, this is a thing. Okay, so I know what you need to get, especially for branding. Marketing. Okay, cool. So for you, Jay, I'm going to say, let's go with, definitely for content, let's go to branding. Because I'm going to go into name, phone number, and email. It's just a little thing, especially when you do funnels and like if you notice, like both, like this is the lead magnet page. The lead magnet page also is like great. You would technically, the only link in bio would technically take them to a webinar. And a webinar is I'm just going to go to ChatGPT. I'm going to go ChatGPT and I'm going to say, You are a digital marketing expert. I want you to be an expert in copywriting. And I want my business is I do personal branding for businesses, especially helping them craft irresistible offers. So I want you to give me 2 examples of webinars, something like how to X and Y without having to ABC kind of framework that's irresistible for my ideal clients. And then give me 3 things that they're going to learn that are the top 3 pain points that keep them up at night. Nice. Okay, cool. So you're going to need, Jay, 2 things, and I'm going to show you from this slide here. The problem with websites is websites are very overwhelming for a lot of businesses. People don't know when they go to your site, like, it has a lot of words, and anytime it's like this is basically a free consultation. That's not really much of an incentive for them to join, for example. Let's see. So Megan says, and if they don't qualify, you could downsell them to a digital product. If you qualify them, you could book a consultation. Actually, I'm going to show you a strategy, Megan, that actually incorporates that and does it on autopilot. So the thing with consultations is there's nothing in it for them. So the step number 1 is for a lead magnet. For Jay, you're going to do a webinar. You actually they need to see you on a video where you're talking about how you've helped the business grow through your branding or through your offer framework, for example. That's going to be the lead magnet. And that's the only thing that you're going to send your traffic to, because if they go to the website, they're like, I can already tell this has like a less than 1% conversion rate of traffic, for example. Yes, a video sales letter. So this landing page right here is just, I'll show you. Clients on demand. These guys are the best when it comes to marketing for coaches. When they go to when they're running ads, they're sending everyone to this is technically what you want for Jay on your landing page for actually your homepage. How we enroll 5 to 50,000 clients with one video that takes less than 24 hours to make. They do via sales, but you want something like this format right here on your page. That's the only thing that's going to be your lead magnet, is basically a webinar. Something irresistible like this, and then I think we have ChatGPT cooking. How to create an offer that sells itself without needing a huge audience or fancy marketing. Another one could be how to get booked out with your offer without posting every day or chasing clients. So this is basically, are they using ClickFunnels? I wouldn't worry honestly about, here's the real hack, especially when for something, because ClickFunnels is just too expensive and too complex to set up. I highly recommend, and I'm not affiliated, System.io is what I'm teaching my community members to set up, because you only need 2 things. You just need 2 funnels, and then you need an email marketing tool. That's all. This does all in one, and the max that you're going to pay is $27 for this. But it's very simple to set up 2 pages. Page number 1 is for your webinar, your lead magnet, which basically is going to look something like this. And then we have like our copy here where we're like, I use Klaviyo for emails. Actually, Klaviyo's nothing wrong with Klaviyo. If you like Klaviyo and it's working for you, you could keep Klaviyo. I actually personally, if you really want, I love ConvertKit. Klaviyo's a little like overkill, because Klaviyo is basically for e-commerce brands. You also get SMS as well too. It's really whatever you're comfortable with, for example. And if you're comfortable using it and you're really good with it, stick with it, because a lot of people are just like, you just like mastered that tool anyways. But if you want just a simpler tool, I like Kit, especially for services. But then again, for the buck, System.io is like funnels and email marketing, and that's all. That's pretty much the most from there. Klaviyo's for like e-commerce. The great thing, I'll tell you a quick thing about Klaviyo. Klaviyo is great because you get SMS and email all in one, but it's like super complicated to do automation. It's definitely doable, but it's like super overkill kind of thing. So I highly recommend just System.io. You can rebuild your funnel because you want to send all your traffic to a landing page like this where it's a webinar. And this is where you're going to have, honestly, here's the real hack. The webinar, just redirect them to YouTube. honestly. This is now what people are doing. Now people aren't even, I gotta shift it. Now people aren't even building a thank you page with the webinar and then a buy now or a button to book the call. Now when you opt in on a webinar funnel, now they just send you to YouTube, to a YouTube page where you can rewatch the video, and because then you're going to start binging some of their other content from there too. So that's the little thing there. I haven't honestly played with Flowdesk. I just don't have an opinion yet. I just haven't played with it. Most of the ones I've been using, I'm not gonna lie, I don't recommend Go High Level for small businesses, because Go High Level technically is only for marketing agencies. Like if you're a marketing agency and you do automations for clients, that's the only ones. I do not recommend. Actually, most of the members inside the community, we were actually moving them out from Go High Level, and we had a workshop last weekend where we built everyone's funnel in System.io. And now we have a course coming out Wednesday for System.io, just because it's simple, cheap, and it's not cheap, but it's all you need is a funnel and email marketing, and that's all. That's all this thing is going to do. Very simple, very easy. Okay, so back to this, because I want to add one more thing from here, for example. So from here, now you're using System.io and you're using it for you're sending your traffic from basically your audience is just all on TikTok and YouTube. I'm sorry, TikTok and Instagram. That's all. And then from here, could you use Beehive? Beehive, and these are all excellent questions. Beehive and Substack are technically for they're like consultants, and they only do an email list, but it doesn't play into your content strategy, more or less. Like it's a totally separate kind of thing. So that's why it's like, if I could recommend anyone that if you don't want to use like System, ConvertKit. I'm still using all my email marketing ConvertKit, and I love it because it's like just simple, powerful. Actually, they're going to charge me more money. TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, or no LinkedIn. Yes, I get this a lot, and I'm not gonna, this is just personal. Your audience is only on TikTok and YouTube. LinkedIn is a whole different side that you think those are where the professionals are hanging out, and everyone in LinkedIn hates being in LinkedIn. It's like the worst fake content place where no one's authentic, no one's giving value. Everyone's like, got a promotion, and look, I just got promoted, and lost my job, but I'm feeling confident about it. It's a step in the right direction. Look, I got a job. And you're like, everyone hates their life in there. It's like, we all know no one, I guarantee, likes getting LinkedIn messages. If you all get LinkedIn message, I know that's the last inbox that you ever want to check, for example. It's true at the end of the day. So where are your audience members hanging out? You guys are funny. You guys all know the pain. And actually, I'll actually show you receipts. Let me actually show you full receipts because for me, I'm pumping out more content than I'll actually show you the analytics of where I get my traffic, which is actually super fascinating. Let me go to my newsletter. Beep up boo. This is ConvertKit I use. So here, this is fascinating. By the way, my lead magnet page is converting at 37%. I'm very happy with that. Okay, look at where I'm getting all my traffic. So most of my traffic, right there. Okay, cool. Most of my traffic is coming from people just typing in the name. This is usually from the live streams, so they're mostly directly, that's where I'm getting my traffic first. Look at the next huge volume, which is TikTok. That's because of the live streams and posting. I post 6 times a day and I go live 3 times a day. That's why I'm getting so much traffic, because the algorithm right now is so good. Then notice YouTube is not even barely half of that is YouTube subscribers going from there. This is fascinating too. Google, sometimes people just don't know. They're like, I don't know, Dr. AI, Jonathan, they'll go to like Google to try and find me, but they're still going to find me. Then it goes to also Instagram. I just started this month marketing on Instagram, but look at that conversion. 1 out of 76. Ugh, that's not even worth it. Meetup, however, very interesting. Meetup has a very high conversion. Meetup, surprisingly, is more valuable as a business community than LinkedIn by a long shot. Most people just don't think about or know about LinkedIn or Meetup, which is a sleeper. It's a social media platform in and of itself. You can't advertise on it. It's a set it and forget it, kind of like set up an event that reoccurs. I have events. Basically, I funnel everyone to my live streams. So that's just, I set it up and run it. Facebook, look at no subscribers. 15 came, not one signed up. So I'm not advertising on Facebook too. Some people will get lost. They go from the community, and then, oh look, there's LinkedIn. 8 visitors out of that, and 2 people subscribed. Really? Am I going to grow my business off LinkedIn or TikTok, YouTube from there? So that is where people are like, LinkedIn seems the best, and like that's where all the business, I could find them, I could send them a DM, and like want to connect. No one wants to connect on LinkedIn. That's the last thing. Anyways, there's one more important thing I want to share with Jay, and we're going to end on this. This is very important. So we talked about technology. We talked about the webinar. Basically, you're going to do like a lead magnet webinar. Very important. That's where you're going to send your traffic to. And then lastly is, Casey, are you crying because you wanted to get roasted? If that's yes, I will stay and roast your business 100%. I want to leave my audience with a 5-star rating. You know me. So then the last thing and most important tip I want to share with Jay is that the next thing that you want to add, yes, okay, definitely, Casey, you're next. I will 100% roast your business next. Guys know me, I want to aim to deliver. This is very important. This is what's called a 5-day challenge. A 5-day challenge is a very powerful conversion event. Let me flip my screen. Actually, let me show you what a sales page looks like for. I know I'm closing. It was always like 14 tabs. Okay, so I have to go to for all my marketing passionate aficionados or nerds. This is a swipe file. This is where I keep a database personally of over 1,300 of the best marketing funnels. That's why I could roast a funnel and know exactly what's missing, is because this is what I do on my free time. This is like a student of life. So success leaves clues. I'm going to show you, this guy does tax advising. You could do a link tree. I've actually gone back on this. You could use a link tree, just have 2 options and 2 options only. One option is for the free webinar, and the second option is to book a trial or like to call you, or basically your tidy count, basically. That would be the 2 things. Now this is an A+. Don't worry about what tool it's built in. I mean, yeah, it's built in ClickFunnels, but you can build the same thing in System.io or something like that. This is a 5-day challenge. A 5-day challenge is a paid event where over the next 5 days for 1 hour a day live on Zoom, you're going to help your ideal customer with some specific transformation. That specific transformation, day 1, they're going to learn about branding. Day 2, they're going to look about offers. Day 3, and the reason why I bring this up, because Jay, as soon as you mentioned offers on your website, I immediately thought of Myron Golden. Have you ever heard of Myron Golden? Myron is the GOAT, the greatest when it comes to crafting offers. And so he has what's called the Making Offer Challenge. She's like, yes! Good. It's like, oh man, you're part of the team. So you can model him for his make more, because as soon as I saw offers on your page, this is what immediately came to mind. I was like, oh, just do an offers challenge. So this is Myron Golden. For a lot of people that don't know, he is a marketing genius. He is also a graduation student of Russell Brunson's Inner Circle. What's up, Sasha? Good to see you. And so he has a 5-day challenge. It's the same pricing. 5 days, I'm going to take you on some transformation result. I'm going to help you craft irresistible offers for your business. It's a 1 hour a day live. Usually they're done once a month. So all the emails you collect throughout the next 3 weeks, you're going to pitch them as an invite to join the 5-day challenge. Very important. Instead of Linktree, can you create a dedicated page on your website domain? Yeah, because if you go to like my website, for example, I'm still using Go High Level, but it doesn't matter. I created a very cheesy looking Linktree, but this has actually increased my sales conversions by 10%, which is actually kind of interesting. So 2 options: something for free, something for paid. Only 2 options. There's actually a rule called 2, not 3, meaning only present your customers only 2 options. The second that you present them 3 options, they're immediately confused. immediately confused on which is the best one. So you always want, the rule is, it's a funny phrase, it's called two, not three. So always when you present a pitch, always two options, never three. Just like Myron Golden, only two, never three. It's a very interesting, like, I could get nerdy. Actually, we have a couple seconds because you guys know I love. And then we're going to roast one last website. And then here, let's do, I think it's two, not three. Or did I spell it two, not three? I think I spelled it. If you guys are having fun, put a number 1 in the chat. If you're learning, this is where that comes from. This is fascinating. That once. This is in the community. Is it gonna play? Okay, allow once. There it is.
A shoe salesman in Los Angeles in the 1950s. He was a very successful entrepreneur who owned a whole bunch of women's shoe stores.
Yeah.
A journalist asked him, "What's your secret?" And he said, 2, not 3. If a woman comes into my store, I'll bring her a pair of shoes. She'll try them on. And she'll say, "Could I see that pair, please?" And I'll bring her a second pair of shoes. And she said, "Could I also see that pair, please?" And he'll say, "Which one would you like me to take away?"
Oh.
Because what he found
Wow.
is when they had a choice of 3, they bought none. And when they had a choice of 2, they bought 1.
Ah, I love that.
Right? 2, not 3. Too much choice is overwhelming.
Oh
but the
man,
constraint.
I need to apply that to my life. You see, that's brilliant. I love it when people find the nexus of how you're supposed to do it. Because I understood it as a concept, but it's a nice way to think about it for anything. Because I think we are so terrified of making the wrong choice, and rightly so, by the way.
Ah, I love good marketing principles. I'm just a marketing nerd at heart. So 2, not 3. Awesome. So leaving it with Jay or Joshbed, adding a 5-day challenge is also going to be very important for you to convert your leads, and they're going to get experience of going through your 5-day workshop, and you'll sell more through your 5-day workshop and then because I saw that you had I don't know where your website is. You had a bunch of packages. Just pick your middle package and then only sell that middle package and do 2 options, either full price or monthly like payment plan. But if they do the payment plan, they're going to pay more over the next 3 months, for example. So awesome. Is the 5-day challenge in the community? Actually, yes, it is. Not only is it the 5-day challenge is in the community, but there's actually a secret book that you cannot find online. 5-day challenge. This is only for the community members. There's a book that 5-day challenge, or it's called Challenges. Challenges turn leads into sales on autopilot. This book you cannot find online. So this is a challenge seeker books that you can't find, and then I give you 2 webinars to show you exactly how to create challenges. Sorry, I have to save something for my members. I can't give away all my secrets. Please forgive me, because you can't find this online. It's not even on print. It's not even on Amazon. It's only as from a marketing funnel from one of the guys that does 5-day challenges that actually coached Russell Brunson. All right, so let's roast one last website. I think we have patiently in the chat. We have Casey the counselor. So, and then just in summary, I'm Joshbed. I hope that helps with your funnel, your page, just setting them to a lead magnet page, building a system.io, very simple. You use existing tools of what you have, just rebuild the sales page, ChatGPT for the webinar. And then you're having some and then from the webinar, you're also going to add a 5-day challenge, which is going to be helpful. The 5-day challenge is actually going to sell a lot for branding. Then the 5-day challenge allows you to sell higher ticket packages. Pick one package, and then from that one package, only do the full price or a monthly price, 3-month, 6-month payment plan, but they're going to pay more over the period if they choose that. So it's the same package fundamentally. They're either going to pay for monthly subscription, but they're going to pay more, or a one-time price, and that's going to be helpful. So wishing you lots of success. And what do you put at the end of the YouTube webinar? It's a call to action to join your program, your 6 months transformation. You don't want to you have a menu of option A, B, and C. Just pick your main program, and that's where you're going to sell most people into that one program, and then you're going to do from there. Alfredo's like, man, I feel like you've been all day. Plus, I did office hour session. Plus, I post 6 posts of content. Plus, this is my 3rd live stream, and then I did 2 coaching calls on top of that. So we are moving, but we're going to end right now. So I'm going to eat dinner too for Casey, the counselor. We're going to roast her business because you guys honestly love the roasting business show, and I love doing it. So it's like one more, uno mas. Okay, so Casey, the counselor, if I could find your, Josh, but I'm super grateful. Please forgive me if I'm not pronouncing your name right, but truly I want your branding and your business to become super successful. You know about Myron Golden, now you know about the funnel, the lead magnet, and then you just do the 3-to-1 rule. Post 3 short form pieces of content on TikTok and YouTube, and then do the 1, for example. Megan, you know about Pedro? Now I know what you're talking about. I think it is Pedro. So Megan, this is our little secret. Megan, you need to be in the community, Megan. You're a 5-star. You know these secrets. Okay, so let's go with Keen's like, John, you're amazing. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm truly, Megan, we're gonna have a one-on-one call, and we're gonna go deep down the rabbit hole. Like we follow the same people. If you know Pedro, no one I've talked to knows about Pedro, which is super gangster. So okay, so Casey, the counselor, let's now roast your business. Absolutely. This is going to be our last one of the show. By the way, we did get to 5,000 likes. Let me put a number 2 in the chat if you still want to see the Vappy demo where I talk with a real estate agent voice receptionist that we can find properties and also do that too. So put a number 2 in the chat if you actually, because we did reach our 5K goal. So I will always deliver. Megan's like, I'm a nerd. I never really heard of him. I just know how to find things really fast. Megan, super secret powers. We can nerd out. Okay, I will deliver because I always like to keep my promises. Plus, this demo is so dope. I'm not gonna lie. This is like, we built this in 2 minutes, which is actually really funny. Okay, so if you guys don't know, the tool I'm going to be using is called Vappy. And then we're going to roast Casey's business right after this. So then we'll take a break. Okay, so Vappy is an AI voice agent where you can preload it with details about a business. I have a new assistant called Sally. Let me just kind of set this up. Nice. So Sally is my AI voice receptionist for my fictitious realty called Sunny Keys Realty. It knows all the details about the address. It knows who's the key agent there. So we filled up the brain with a couple details here. It could book appointments, but more importantly, it has, just for an example, it has 2 properties in its brain that it knows. But you could technically hook this up to a Google Sheet, and it can scrape the data so it can actually search the database properly. But we're just going to do a cool demo because this is super dope. I got to give a presentation. I keep talking about it, but I got to give a presentation tomorrow to 100 real estate agents. So you guys know I got to impress them. All right, let's talk to Sally and let's find our dream home talking to an AI agent.
Hey there, it's Sally from Sunny Keys Realty. What can I help you with today?
Hi, Sally. Where are you located?
Hey there, we're located at 456 Sunset Boulevard, Los Angeles, California, right in the heart of the city. If you're ever in the area, feel free to drop by.
Hey, Sally, who's the lead agent there?
Tony Rivera is our main man. He's been in the real estate game for ages and knows Los Angeles like the back of his hand.
Nice. I'm looking for a property. Do you have anything in Silver Lake?
Absolutely. We've got a sweet 3-bedroom, 2-bath spot in Silver Lake. About 1,500 square feet, going for $1.2 million. It's definitely worth checking out.
Nice. How about something in Culver City?
Oh, definitely. There's this newer 4-bedroom, 3-bath house over in Culver City. It's 2,100 square feet and listed at $1.85 million. Super bright, great backyard, makes you want to move in already, right?
Nice. I want to book a tour for the one in Culver City.
Great. Can I get your full name, please?
Yes, Snoop Dogg.
Nice to meet you, Snoop Dogg. What date and time works best for you to tour the property in Culver City?
How about Wednesday at 2 p.m.?
Got it, Snoop Dogg. So, just to confirm, we've got you down for a property tour in Culver City on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Looking forward to showing you around.
I appreciate it, Sally. Hey, Sally, what's 48 times 97? I gotta know this before I show up for my view.
The answer to 48 times 97 is 4656. Math mastery before property tours, huh? I like your style.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much, Sally. Hope you have a blessed day.
You're welcome, Snoop Dogg. Have a great day, too. If you need anything else, feel free to reach out.
Thank you so much. And shout out to Megan too, because that is technically a bug that we can definitely fix. That's actually a great way to fix that. So let's do here. So 1.2 million and then 1.85. So here 1.85 million. So then our AI agent gets smarter every day. Shout out to Megan in the chat. She's the MVP for the day. So that is an AI voice receptionist that can answer calls, answer questions, work 24/7, 365, answer 10 calls simultaneously. Only cost roughly 16 cents a minute. And that you can sign up for today using a tool called Vappy. If you sign up, their account will give you, I think, $10 for free. And I've been rocking these type of demos for the past like 3 months, and I still haven't burned through my free one. And so, yeah. All right, Casey, let's roast your business. Can we go to your TikTok? From there, if you don't if you have a website, you could put that in just without the .com, and we could take a look. The Counselor. Hope you guys are having a great night. All right, Casey, welcome. Okay, so do you have a website, Casey, for example? She doesn't have a website link on her TikTok. Beep up boo. How can we find your business? Can I Google it? I don't think I could Google per se. No, it comes up the Counselor. That's interesting. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Casey, thecounselor.com. Yeah, for a lot of people, you got to put the DOT and then the space and then spell out COM. I can't spell. See the count. Oh, did it load? Oh, okay, load. Casey the Counselor, spiritual, slow travel, and self-mastery. How to become a location-independent therapist. Actually, you're a blogger. Oh, wait, are you a blogger or a therapist? Introducing mental blog. Let me know. You're both? You got to be one or the other. Because if people are coming to you for a blog, that's a whole different business model. Second, you want to basically, because technically what you want to do also is, especially when it comes to niching down, is you want to be very hyper specific, because and a whole another thing too, blogging is almost like the newspaper. It's no longer, people aren't going to blogs anymore. They're actually consuming just content on TikTok and YouTube. So technically you need to change your business model and you need to create video content here so that you could attract your ideal client, for example. So yes, so if you talk about mental health and wellness, do it on your TikTok and Instagram, and that pretty much becomes your, well, let's call it a video blog, because just most people aren't going to websites and blogs anymore, and so that's where mostly everyone is on the channels. They'll consume your content for health and wellness all day, but they need to be on video and they need to be on either TikTok or YouTube, especially for that type of audience. And then from here, you want to be very specific about your elevator statement. Your elevator statement, you want to say, I help women improve their mental health in 30 days or something like that. And then also, you want to be specific about what you're going to sell on the back end. Like if you do coaching, perfect. You can sell your coaching on the back end, but the coaching needs to go to a webinar. So this is basically, if you follow the same presentation here. So here is where basically you're going to, it's if everyone follows like relatively the same business model, especially when it comes to online, is they're going to discover your health and wellness content on TikTok and Instagram. You're going to have a webinar, and the webinar is you're going to teach women how to embody your confidence coaching program. So the confidence you crave is on the other side of fear, isolation, homesickness. So helping with confidence coaching, which is a very big popular niche. So this type of funnel right here, I would actually move this. This looks like a WordPress website too. Yeah, WordPress website. You want to switch from WordPress because it's just outdated. You want to sign up for System.io. And System.io is where you're going to build a landing page for the lead magnet, and then a page for your coaching program, basically. And those are going to be your two funnels. And then all your content is going to be on TikTok, where basically you're going to post your content. They're going to discover you through your health and wellness content on TikTok and Instagram. Then from there, you're going to funnel them all to a webinar where you're going to teach them how to improve their confidence. And then from there is where you're going to sell your coaching program. And then lastly, you would also follow the same thing. You would do a 5-day challenge at $97 to do a 5-day health and wellness challenge where you're going to help them pretty much know how to basically improve their health, what products they should be buying, how they should basically be improving the challenges that they have when it comes to confidence. Very important. And you can find a lot of confidence, health, and wellness are like 3 different types of things. So you want to be specific. If it's confidence you're helping people with, if it's wellness is one, and then second, if it's health related. They're like 3 different niches, so you want to be very specific who that's for, and this elevator statement should be very clear. I help women boost their confidence in 30 days. And then you can sign, and then link in bio is basically for the webinar. Get my free masterclass, get my free training. I'll show you one swipe file. She does executive coaching. Is it Juliana? I think it's Juliana. No, it's not Juliana. There's one commits. Let's see. I gotta find it later. She does executive coaching though. Commit to action. Mary commit coach. Oh, it's just executive. We are the women. Here it is. So this young lady does confidence coaching for executives. And so she has a webinar funnel, had the 4 simple steps to banish burnout and overwhelm and finally get your peace back. So she's basically, she's basically an executive coach. So this is where you want to do a webinar funnel, and that's what you're going to send all your traffic to, something like that. So send all your traffic to a webinar funnel, and then from there, that's where you're going to pitch your coaching program. So for here, and how you can charge anywhere up to like $2,500 up to about $3,000 on a webinar. If you need to charge more, it needs to be through a 5-day challenge. If your program is more than $3,000, it needs to be through a 5-day challenge where you need to take them 5 days through a paid challenge where Monday's mindset, Tuesday's health, Thursdays is confidence, Fridays is how to banish stress and overwhelm or stuff like that. So that's where basically you want to update and then dump WordPress, and then build it in System.io, and then especially when it comes to blogging, lastly, you want to do all your video content. You'll get a ton of traffic if you do the 3-in-1 rule, where you're posting 3 times a day and you're going live once a day, and you're helping women improve their confidence. You're helping them with health and wellness. You kind of want to be a little niche more specific, but that's basically how you're going to start attracting your ideal customers so that they can start following you for them. So Nice. She's like, I spent so much time building my WordPress website. Don't worry. It's better to, but think of it this way. If you put a lot of time, it's not bringing leads and sales. This is what you want to change. And it's good that we caught it early. Because then if you would have wasted or spent more time on the WordPress site, you would have just spent more time with no sales. So that's why it's very simple. You want to follow a very simple webinar, and the actual funnels are like very simple. It's literally like hook, one image, and then 3 things they're going to learn. It's very like you could do it in like a weekend watching Netflix or something, and then they opt in. Technically, you're going to send them to YouTube. Honestly, that's going to be easiest. Just link this video when they opt in and you have their email. Send them straight to YouTube, honestly, and then from YouTube they'll watch your 1-hour masterclass training from there. So, Casey, that's amazing. I think we roasted how many, like 5 funnels right now. Like that's a record. Everyone, let's put a round of applause for everyone who volunteered. I really appreciate everyone for being brave to volunteer to get their website roasted in a very positive way. At the end of the day, I just want to show how you can get more leads for content, and then how you can turn those leads into sales with your website, your funnel from there. The principles were relatively universal. I showed you how to funnel hack your competition, how to find what success looks like, and so you can see the difference between where you are today and where they are, so that you could close the gap to get more leads and sales. The highest rule that we talked about was the 3-in-1 rule. Post 3 times a day, go live once a day, show up, give a ton of value, and do that for 30 days. And the algorithm is then going to find you the right type of clients to start coming to your live, so that you can convert them into webinar funnels, or you convert them into your coaching programs. 5-day challenges are really powerful as well too. So the principles that I teach are pretty universal across if you sell a product or service, for example. So let's bring it to a sponsored. My name is Jonathan. I'm Dr. AI. If you guys found this valuable and you want more help, and you want to take the next step, I highly recommend. It's real simple. Just join the AI community. The link is in the bio. The 2, not 3 is great. You're gonna be thinking like you're gonna be in the shower, you're gonna be cooking your dinner, and you'll be like 2, not 3, 2, not 3. People are gonna be like, "What are you talking about?" You're like, "You don't understand. I'm here. I'm gonna make more money with 2, not 3." So if you want some more free gifts, I have a ton of free content. If you sign up for the newsletter, this will get you a link to a ton of free training, all sorts of AI tips from there too. And if you want to commit, you can join the AI community. Highly recommend it. That's where all the party is. That's where we coach entrepreneurs. That's where also we have courses on literally everything I talked about. Marketing funnels, challenges, creating content, going live. We have courses on everything, and a very supportive community to help you reach your goals and grow your business, because the mission of the community is so that you're not building alone. Entrepreneurship is a very lonely game, and the worst thing that you could do is try and figure it out on your own. So that's why I'll send you a DM, David, for the 2, not 3. You'll really like it. It's actually posted in the community, so I'll send you a DM in the community for the 2, not 3 post. I'm Jonathan Acuna. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna be back in 2 hours for the late night show. Anyways, I know, another stream. I'm disciplined. These are called non-negotiables. So trust me, take these secrets. They work. I try and help you guys all become successful. Good to see you, Che. So thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. We're rocking today. Megan's like, "Jizz, back again." Megan's the MVP. I appreciate Megan for helping improve the VAPI demo. So have a wonderful day. I'm Jay. It's in the just link in bio. So real quickly, if you go honestly to my link in bio, that's where you'll find all the action right here. Don't leave. I've been live streaming for like almost 4 hours today, which is like a great record. I'm going to be back for the 10 p.m. show. So in 8, 9, 10, in 2 hours, I'm basically going to be back for the late night show. So if you want to join the community, that's the link right there. I made it very easy. So I'll be back to all my favorite audience so that we can all learn and grow together. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next live stream. Bye.